The solo motorcycle trip to the Alpenstrasse wasn't exactly at the top of my list of favorite destinations. However, with poor weather sweeping across southern Europe, it turned out to be a great alternative. The first part of the journey takes me mostly along the Dutch highways. It's only when I reach the southern region of Limburg that I leave the main roads behind and continue along scenic backroads. Somewhere near Margraten, I cross the border into Belgium. After crossing Belgium, the German border soon follows. The area I'm riding through now is exactly the kind of start I had hoped for on this tour. Beautiful winding roads and rolling hills, perfect for a great ride. After a long day in the saddle, I reach the Moselle near Trier, where I finally find a lovely spot to camp at Cons. After a peaceful night under the stars, I rise early to savor the stillness along the river, coffee in hand, watching the mist lift with the morning light. Breakfast is simple, followed by the familiar rhythm of packing up. The sun is already warm, so I aim for an early start. Today's journey leads me along winding back roads, first through the small city of Cons, then deeper into the heart of the countryside. Rustic villages, quiet forests, and open farmland roll by in a calm procession. The roads are empty, and for a while, it feels like the world belongs only to me. near the village of Medilsheim, I cross the border into France. The roads here are a little rougher than in Germany, and for a stretch, the route turns into a gravel track that winds through quiet countryside. I stop for lunch in a small French town before heading back toward Germany. To return, I need to cross the Rhine River, but that's easier said than done. The main traffic bridge is closed, forcing me to improvise. I decide to take a ferry across the river, a slow but scenic detour that gives the day an unexpected twist. By late afternoon, I find a quiet, slightly old-fashioned campground near Bad Peterstal. It's peaceful and simple, the perfect place to rest. There, I strike up a conversation with another solo motorcycle traveler. Stories are shared. This morning, I wake to the cheerful chirping and melodic whistles of birds. The sun is already rising over the mountains, casting warm light onto my tent. After my usual morning routine, breakfast, packing up, and loading the bike, I hit the road, heading towards Lindau, Austria. Today's route takes me deep into the heart of the Black Forest. For any motorcyclist, this is pure paradise, smooth, well-paved roads and endless flowing curves. Once again, the roads are quiet, I have this two-wheeled heaven all to myself. As I leave the Black Forest behind and drive toward Lake Constance, the landscape begins to open up. The roads grow narrower, less maintained, and more winding. Villages begin to appear more frequently, strung along the route like quiet sentinels of the past. The closer I get to the lake, the busier it becomes, traffic thickens, and signs of tourism slowly emerge. If Eventually, I roll into a large campground near Lindau, just across the border in Austria. The weather starts to turn as clouds gather and light rain begins to fall in intervals. There's a chill in the air. The forecast for tomorrow doesn't promise much better: steady rain with a chance of wet snow.